we deal with logic for us. And God says in the Bible and in the Quran, he is not the author of confusion. So religion or God should be simple enough for a 5-year-old to understand the concept. When you start adding layers and layers and layers, it not only confuses a 5-year-old, but a full-grown adult. But as far as the Trinity is concerned, it is not mentioned in the Bible once, not once.
For one thing, you said that as Muslims, you believe in logic. Do you believe that your logic should be framed by what God says about him? So your idea of God, should it be shaped by what's simple to you or palatable to you? Or if God has a revelation and he says, this is who I am, no matter how complicated it may be, should we take his word and frame our philosophy and our understanding of him around that? Or should we take philosophy with our finite human minds and try to force that upon the creator of all things?
I agree with that assertion. But as a mother, I can tell you, I have 12 children. They've asked me questions. And when a child asks you a question, you better come with the proper answer. Or they will question you and say, that doesn't make sense.
Do you agree as a mom? Because I love that example. Do you agree that there are some things your children are going to ask you that when they're very young, they're not going to be able to understand the fullness of it?
Not about
but as they grow in wisdom and stature and knowledge, will begin to be able to grasp more complex things.
I agree with that. But a child, when we're talking about the creator of the heavens and the universe, this is something so basic. In Arabic, we call it tawheed, believing in the oneness of God. When you start adding other ingredients into the mix, the child's head is going to spin. So you mean to tell me a child can't figure out God until they become a full-grown adult?
I would argue that you believe the same thing. And it reminds me of another point you made. You said that also Trinity is not in the Bible. Is the word tawheed in the Quran?
The word tawheed?
It's not in there.
Probably not, because Allah describes himself in that manner.
This concept of his oneness is something that is described in the text. I really hope you come down because I have a topic about that. If something is not explicitly mentioned in the text, can the concept still be there? And should we frame our idea of God around what he says about himself or around what is most simple or palatable?